Aloha, welcome to Yoga with Veronika. Thank you for tuning in. Today we'll focus on a full body strengthening yoga, which is very beginner friendly. We'll focus on low back, strengthening the core also, and a little bit of hip stretching and opening as well. So let's begin. You can start seated in a kneeling position today. Relaxing your shoulders, closing your eyes, maybe rolling out your shoulders up and backwards. Noticing your breath. And then let's stretch the arms up as you inhale. Exhale, release your hands down. Another full breath in. Exhale, drop your hands down. One more inhale, stretch up, gaze up. Exhale, soften your hands down, place them on your knees. Let's enjoy a few cat and cow stretches here from your kneeling position. So leaning forward as you inhale, pulling back as you exhale. Inhale, chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, round your spine, pull back. Really just feel the breath and then extend your arms overhead, transitioning into a child's pose. You can open your knees slightly wider, maybe wiggle into that space. Make sure you can drop your forehead down to the ground. Let's take a breath in, lift about halfway, and then move your hands towards the right side for a nice side stretch. So melting into the heart space more than anything. Try and keep your elbows off of the ground. And then transition to the opposite side, arms nice and active. Melting into your chest, into your heart space. Let's come back into the center. Opening your knees wider if you haven't done so already. So focus is a bit more into the hips. You can wiggle, you can move, but more or less try and relax into the stretch. Taking a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, gradually walking your hands back, realigning your knees. Inhale, send your arms overhead. Exhale, right hand drops down. Lean back and then lift your hips into a gentle back bend. Then lift out of the pose, left hand goes down. Lift your hips, lean back. Drop the hips down, a bit of a different transition. So right hand down. Now you're going to use your left hand to windmill over your knees to the opposite side and follow with the same stretch. And then you drop the hips, windmill your way all the way back to the right. And just like that, we're going to flow for a few rounds. Notice how your body starts to wake up and it becomes a bit more easier, or maybe you begin to feel your quads engaging. Remember to breathe. Eventually transitioning into a half camel onto the right side. So we're going to pause here. Remember to keep guiding your hips forward and lean your shoulders back. And in a way, imagine you're pushing your chest up to the sky so you're getting that nice arch in your back. And then let's circle out your left arm over the head, kind of like a helicopter, funky movement, just to get some rotation into that shoulder. Then breath in, we're going to slowly lift up and do the same onto the opposite side. So left hand drops down and then circling out the right arm in your half camel. Remember those hips, gently keep guiding them forward. And then inhale, rising up. Exhale, release back down into a child's pose. Pay attention to your lumbar area of the spine. There may be some tension from what we just did, so allow that to release. Give it a full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, let's gradually make our way back into a kneeling position. I'm going to turn around so you can see better what we're about to do, and then rise up from your kneeling and then send your left leg out to the side. Keep it parallel with the hips. Stretch up, inhale. As you exhale, lean over that left leg. Doesn't have to be super far as long as you feel that stretch along your right side. That's what we want to go for. And then inhale, lift out. You're going to drop your right hand down to the ground. Left arm extends up. Keep guiding your hips still forward. Option to lift your left leg off of the ground just to get the core nice and active. And then you drop that left foot back down. Take a moment to lean backwards, again engaging that lumbar area of your back. And then releasing, kind of windmilling towards the front. So you're going to swing your right leg around to get into a half monkey. For this one, it is okay to have the left knee slightly bent, so don't feel like the leg needs to be straight, but please make sure it's flexed, so you're really getting that hamstring stretch and protecting the knee. You can work with your breath. With inhale, you ease out of the stretch. As you exhale, you deepen and lean more forward. Inhale, let's lift up and stretch to the way we've started. And then once again, leaning over your left extended leg. Hopefully it feels a bit easier. And then we take a moment to circle out the right arm again. Nice big circles, just dropping the arm down and lifting it up. Let's rise out of the stretch, both knees down. Take a moment into kneeling. And then let's repeat on the other side. So coming right up. Extending your right leg out this time. Keep it along the hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, leaning over that right leg. Take another inhale, rise out of it. Your left hand drops down. Take a moment to stretch and adjust here. And once you're ready for it, you're going to lift your right leg off of the ground. Notice your core engaging. Gradually dropping your right foot back down. And then sending your left arm further back, taking that nice gentle back bend, guiding those hips towards the front, rising your way up as you breathe in, squaring your hips towards your right leg, and then leaning over into a half monkey. You may need to adjust the left leg just to keep it nice and aligned, and then work with your breath. So inhale, easing out, rising a bit higher. Use your exhale to drop and lean deeper into the stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. Gradually make it back. Inhale, realign your left foot around. And then once again, we'll lean over that right leg. And then let's slowly come out of the stretch, both knees down. Exhale, come into a kneeling. Fun little transition here. So lift your hips higher and then drop them to the left side. Then you're going to lift and transition over to the right side. So this is a really fun little exercise just to relax the body in between before we continue. And it also works the core. All right, coming back right up into kneeling, extending the left leg out. This time I need you to point your toes out and sink into that hip. Working with the breath here, so inhale, ease out. Exhale, leaning into those hips. So you're kind of leaning towards the left and to the front. Dropping into your left hip. Left hand goes down, right arm overhead. You just hold it here for a second. And then breath in, rise up. Once again, windmilling your hands, opposite side, right hand down to the ground. Left arm overhead. And let's lift that left leg off. Hold it here nice and strong. Then dropping your left foot slightly backwards. So you're coming almost like a wild thing position from kneeling. So a bit of a deeper arch here. Let's readjust and then slowly come out of this. So we come into kneeling to switch to the opposite side. Right leg extends. Make sure to open and point your toes out so you can work with those hips. Just getting some movement, some mobility. Inhale, ease it out. Exhale, that's where the magic happens. That's where you lean into it. All right, holding at the bottom of the stretch, bottom of the pose, right hand goes down, left arm overhead. Keep guiding your hips towards the right. And then breath in, let's lift up. Windmilling your hands so that your left hand is on the ground, engaging your core, right leg lifts. Hold it, remember to breathe. And then planting your right leg slightly behind you to get into a deeper back bend and really opening the front of your body. Inhale, let's lift up. And then guiding your way back into a kneeling position. Relaxing the hips here, just moving them from side to side over your heels. If you're struggling, you can also extend your arms forward. That might make it a bit easier to get some movement into it. Or you can just really focus on working that core, keeping your hands at your heart space. And eventually, let's drop back down into a child's pose just to take a little breather here. Let the spine realign and release. Wrapping your arms around your knees, around your legs, really softening into the shoulders. And then breath in, stretching your hands forward, opening those knees nice and wide, melting into your heart space this time. If you have the need, know that you can add some movement. You can lean into your left and into your right hip as you breathe. With your next inhale, let's gradually start to stretch up. Coming into a kneeling position, so you lift your sit bones off of the ground. This time, we'll practice some camel pose. So you're going to place your hands on your low back and then lean gently backwards. What I want you to do is to try and pull the shoulders back, but keep guiding your chest up and forward. If it's really hard for you to reach your heels, you can actually tuck your toes so that your heel is higher for you to rest your hands on. Tailbone is slightly tucked under, hips pushing forward. Let's drop the hands to your low back. Deep, full breath in. You're going to lift your way out of here. Exhale, take a moment in a child's pose. Release those shoulders. Breathe into your low back. Imagine that's where you are directing your breath. Let that body soften for a moment. Breathing in. Breathing out. Notice that spine. Notice if there is any tension. And if you feel it, that it worked, right? Let's rise back out of here and then swinging your legs around, coming into an easy pose this time. Wonderful work. Let's take a moment in an easy pose. You can drop your hands down to your knees, drop the shoulders, soften your temples, your jaw. Give it a full, slow inhale. Deep, slow exhale. Taking a moment here to connect to your body. Noticing your low back, your core. Also those hips, the shoulders. Let's give it a full breath in. As you exhale, plunge your hands together at your heart space, bow your head down. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this nice and short class. Please make sure to subscribe to support free yoga online and definitely watch my other yoga videos. I'll see you again soon. Mahalo.